18.
Bingo, bingo, bingo! Not today! Not ever!
$12 yards to go on third down.
Tight end Ringo! Tight end on Ringo! Tight end on Ringo!
Set! B-19!
From the gun, Riley. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. He's the speed.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. A handoff to Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Stacy McGee in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
first and 10. Riley. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. And here's Marshall. And an alley to run. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Spinning past him. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On first down, Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Austin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll run with Marshall, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's a 9-yard gain.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Riley forced out to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Marshall. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. A 1st carry for Samaje Perine. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football. But the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
To throw on 2nd down. Riley. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. This is Marshall. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll go to Perine, trying to pound it in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Back there, here we go. No. Detroit.
They'll run for it with Marshall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup and an 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Again, Wilson. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down, Riley. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Five yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end.
Detroit! Gone!
Back to throw. Riley. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right now.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. On 1st and 10, Riley. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Off the play fake. Riley. Flush to his right. Incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Riley. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Wilson throwing on third and long. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Zach Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Brad Nortman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive. Riley. Josh Doxson's got it complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Out to the left here to Reed. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Looking to throw. Riley escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Riley flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Riley. Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Riley buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they try the right side here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. And Hopkins' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wilson on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. They'll run it again with Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Fournette. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now Bruce Arians, with the play clock running low, is going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And, Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.